Hello everybody, this is Maya Zahira with Psychic Protection Sanctuary, and we are now starting our Facebook Live in the Spiritual Empowerment Community free Facebook group. And this is the first day of a special event that we're having in this Facebook group. If you are watching the replay on YouTube, hello to you as well. So right now we have people joining. This is the 7-day energy tune-up. And so welcome, so glad to have you here. We're going to be going over a lot of fun stuff in this first class. Every single day of the 7 days, we're going to have a Facebook Live. And with everyone who joins live, there are free gifts if you stay at the end. Well, let me specify. There's a free today. I'll do a little drawing for everybody who is live. And I'm going to grab a piece of paper so I can keep track of that. I'm going to do a little drawing. I'm going to give a free gift to 3 people in the live group, and also one of the people who answers today's homework in the Facebook group. So on some of the days, I'm also going to include just like little freebie homework or freebie download stuff that anybody can enjoy, whether you win or not, just by watching this. So make sure that you watch every day, because there's a variety of presents. So let's see who all is joining. When you join, go ahead and tell us where you're joining from. That is something that we usually do with all my Facebook Lives. Whenever you pop on, go ahead and say, hi, I'm joining from blah, 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 your city and state, because we do have people joining from everywhere. We have a ton of really cool stuff that we're doing. As always, I've got notes, so I am going to be looking down at that since I don't have a fancy teleprompter or anything like that. So we have a lot of people joining us, and I apologize. I know I'm going to be clearing my throat. As of last week, there's something, I don't usually have allergies, but there's something growing around here that has definitely, I've been getting the throat tickle thing, so I hope that doesn't get too bad during our Facebook Live classes. So let's see. Okay, we have Jeannie says, hi Maya, joining from Piper, Kansas. Nicole, I'm from Overland Park, Kansas. Heidi, joining from Independence, Missouri. And I know we have people from all over, so go ahead and tell us where you're joining from. And while we're waiting for more people to join and tell us where you're from, I'll tell you where I'm from. So I live in the outside of the Kansas City area. I live on the Kansas prairie. I rent this cute little house here from a really nice farmer and his family. So I live on the edge of a farm, and I get to enjoy beautiful views. And some of my Facebook Lives I do outside because I love nature. So that's where I'm from. So all of you who are joining, go ahead and tell us. Go ahead and say hello and where you're joining from. And also, let's go ahead, excuse me, let's go ahead and answer our next question before I get into today's really cool content. Tell us why you are here. So let's start off with a little bit of sharing. First thing, every single class when you join, go ahead and say, hi, I'm joining from wherever, because there's different people in every class, and so it's really cool for the other students to be able to see where you're from. So go ahead and say where you're from. And then the other question that I want to ask today, that's special for today, why are you here? So in other words, why did you feel drawn to pop on? Maybe it was an accident. Maybe you're like, oh, Maya's live, I'm just going to get on. That's cool. Or was it just like you found out about this event and you felt really drawn to do it? Tell us a little bit about that, okay? And Marla is joining us from Wamego. Hello, Marla. It's been a few years since I've been in Wamego. Very cool. That's in Kansas. So why are you here? Why are you here? And okay, we're waiting for some answers to come through. Let me look at my notes here. Okay, so we're gonna, while I'm waiting for answers to come through, let me talk about our agenda, because that's part of what this first class is about. So what we're going to be doing every day in our 7 days is we're going to be connecting spirituality with our regular 3D life. And we're going to be looking at different areas of your life and where you might be out of balance and what you might need to do to get those areas in balance. So we're going to do like a quick check-in in certain areas of your life. We're going to be going through, it's 7 days, so we're going to be going through each of the chakras. Even if you're not familiar with the chakra system, that's okay. It's not necessary at all. But just if you are familiar with the chakras, FYI, you'll notice that as I go through different concepts from day to day, that it is following along with the chakra system. So we'll be starting with the root chakra, connection with the earth, and then moving up. So each of the days will be focusing on where you might feel stuck or out of balance. And then we're going to be doing some energy clearing right here in the Facebook Live. This is one thing that I love doing. I do it with my private students, and I take them through group energy balancing sessions all the time. So you get to get little tiny energy balancing each day. And then at the end, if you stay until the end, there are free gifts for the people who are here live. I'll do a little drawing, and so today 3 people will get a gift. And then also there's a homework thread in the Facebook group. I already posted it, and if you answer everything in there, you do need to watch the rest of this class to know how to answer the final questions. But if you answer the questions in there, then you will also be entered to receive the other free gifts. So there's a different free gift. I'm going to pick 2 winners from today's homework. Okay, hope that makes sense. Other days, I don't have a freebie gift for everyone today, but there are other days in the mix that I'm going to say, like, every single person who's here and who watches the replay, here's a link for a special gift. So that's going to happen on other days as well. So there's going to be free stuff, fun stuff every day. And think of it as like literally a little energy tune-up every single day, tuning up your energy little bit by little bit. Okay, well, let's go through and watch the answers that everybody sent. Heidi says, I intend to start doing medical intuitive readings, so I am doing some self-clearing. Yes, that's awesome. When you are someone working with clients, it's super important to keep your energy clear and to do regular clearing and balancing. And that's something I feel really passionate about. I'm always doing my work, clearing and balancing my energy. It's really important, the energy, you're responsible for the energy that you bring to your clients, for those of you who do work with clients. Stephanie is joining us from Portland, Oregon. Hello, Stephanie. Maylene says, hey, I live in Kansas City, and I want to listen to your lecture and hear your thoughts. Awesome. Thank you, Maylene. Nicole says, here for spiritual teachings. That's cool. Jeannie says, enhance where I'm at in my life with your teachings. Awesome. And by the way, I am going to, for those of you who are new to me, I'm going to share a little bit about who I am in just a minute before we get into today's teaching. You know, when you're working with a spiritual teacher or a teacher of any kind, it doesn't matter. Really, we've got a little gnat here. Really, the best ones, that's so funny. We have a little gnat or fruit fly or something trying to make a cameo on our Facebook Live. There it is again. I can't. It's so funny. It's like this comical thing. We're just going to make the Facebook Live really funny and have Maya chasing a bug. So one of the things about working with a mentor or teacher in any area, personal development or anything, is that, they're really just a couple of steps ahead of you. They're not like I say, I'm not, and any spiritual teacher or mentor of any kind really is not like the epitome of perfect, all wise, knows everything kind of person. But the best ones are the ones that are really real. This, in my humble opinion, the ones that are really real, that are, still working on their stuff, but maybe are a couple of steps ahead because we've been working on it maybe a little bit longer. So we have some wisdom to share. That's all that it is. Very simple. So just know that you have a lot of wisdom inside of you already as well. And there may be people in your life that you're mentoring or guiding or helping as well. And really, we're all teachers to each other in a lot of ways as well. So I'm sharing with you some things that I've learned along the way in my journey. And before I give you the little blurb about who I am, let me read a few more comments. Diane says that she's joining from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And she also says, I'm curious and strong. I wonder if that was a typo. Trying. Oh, I'm curious and trying to better myself. Wonderful. So you'll also be answering that same question of why you are here in today's homework thread. So today's video will be a little bit longer than the other days, at least I think so, because today, so far, we're only 15 minutes in, or we're already 15 minutes in, and we've just been going over logistics. So the other days we won't need to do that as much. I'm planning on keeping each day at about 30 minutes. But it's really hard for me. I'm a very timely person, but when I get on Facebook Live, for some reason, it's hard for me to keep it short. I just want to keep sharing my thoughts. Today, I think it will be more than 30 minutes because we've gone over all these logistics. So I'm guessing more like 45 minutes for the first day. We'll see how it unfolds. So today, we are going to look at your root chakra. I'm going to talk about that. And we're going to do a little bit of clearing, some energy clearing right here in the video, in the Facebook Live. But before we do that, I want to just do a little bit more of an introduction of who I am for the benefit of those of you who are new to me. Maybe finding out about this event is what connected you with this video, or maybe some people who've known me for a while, but there's certain things that you just don't know. So I'm going to just share a little bit, and if there's anything else that I don't include that you're wanting to know about, you can also type your question now. Okay, so I have been doing spiritual work for, well, I usually say 25 years, but basically that's just including my adulthood. So, because I was doing spiritual work even when I was a teenager. And by the way, when I say that I've been doing spiritual work, I want to just emphasize, I don't think that makes me anything special. It just means, like, some people started doing like woodworking when they were a teenager, or painting, or, whatever their gift or their special skill or connection might have been. Right? So we all have those different connections. For me, I was always very connected spiritually. I was having clairvoyant, so I was able to see things, clairvoyant visions and clairaudient experiences, so auditory, psychic experiences, clairsentient experiences, like feeling things in my body, and so on. Even when I was a child, and I won't go into all of those stories. There's some kind of interesting stories, even from when I was little. I did have an experience when I was 4 years old that was very memorable, where I remembered very clearly being on the other side, still being in spirit, and making arrangements for this lifetime. I was 4 years old, and I remembered that. And so throughout my whole life, I've always remembered that. Now, what I find interesting is there was no one in my life that was talking about anything like that. So it wasn't like I was influenced to imagine that. That was actually very contrary from my Catholic upbringing. So that was one of my most memorable experiences from when I was young. And then when I was a teenager, I was having very profound visions, and I was having premonition dreams. And by that time, I was starting to lead large groups of teenagers. So I was a teenager, so I was leading large groups of teenagers in like prayer and meditation. And that was really cool. I didn't really think about that until a couple years ago. I was like, I was doing that when I was a teenager. That's kind of cool, and it was very natural for me. So I'm going to be leading you all today in a guided meditation. And when I do it, it's all, it's not written out. Like, it's all just guided in the moment. So I can't wait for you to experience that. At any rate, in my 20s, I started to formally study energy healing, and I started to formally study psychic development as well. Even though I was already having experiences, I couldn't necessarily call on it, access it, tap into it at will. Somebody couldn't just ask me a question and I would know the answer. So I went through some training to really hone those skills when I was in my 20s, and then also little threads of training continuing into a couple years ago. So nowadays, what I do, well, let's see. In 2003, I stopped working my day job. I was a school teacher for a few years, and then I had a cubicle job at a company for about 9 months, and then after that, I started my own work, doing my own work full time. So it's been a while. So I commit my life full time to doing this work, and I think that's really, I love that I get to do that. So I don't have to do this offering like right now as an afterthought after I've gotten home from quote work and I'm really tired. I'm doing this like as a part of my work day, and I'm fully replenished. So I love that I get to do that. And if you've just gotten home from work and you're tired, then allow this as an opportunity to replenish yourself. So what I'm doing today, what I've been doing over the last several years is spiritual teaching. So guiding people like I'm going to be doing in this 7-day journey. I also do energy work sessions with people, and also clearing. So people who are experiencing non-beneficial energy, fill in the blank of whatever that may be for you. Non-beneficial stuff that's in your energy field or in your physical body, I help to clear that out. And I also do psychic readings, so I use tarot cards and all of that stuff, and I've really honed my psychic skills. So today I decided that some of our free gifts for today's Facebook Live are going to have to do with psychic readings. So a lot of people really love getting those. So I will go ahead and announce our free gifts right now. So you'll stay till the end because we still have to go through our lesson for today. So for those of you who are joining live, I'm going to do a drawing for 3 winners. 3 people are going to get a spur of the moment aura reading. And these are just real quickie. I'm just going to tune in and see what color your aura is right then. Okay? And I'll tell you what the color or colors mean. And then people who complete the homework on the Facebook thread, there's already a post in the Facebook group telling you what day 1 homework is. And I'm going to pick 2 winners who answer that. So if you're watching the replay of this and you're in the Facebook group, you should be able to still get a chance to win. I'm going to pick 2 people and give each of them a message from their angels. So again, a real brief, little quick, fun little sample for you. Okay? and the last thing, I want to grab something. One of my areas of expertise is psychic protection and spiritual warfare. So I know some of you are not here for that, but just give me like 10 seconds. Okay. So, some people are in this group because you're really looking for ways to empower your life. And that's why I have this group. This is super important. Others of you have found your way to me because you're really feeling challenged with managing your energy. You're an empath, you're really sensitive, and you get drained really easily, and other people's energy affects you, or you seem to be a magnet for entities and psychic attack and other really crazy off-the-wall stuff. And if that is you, you know what I mean. Some people don't have those issues, and that's great. You don't have to worry about it. But for those of you who do have those issues, that's actually one of my specialties. And if you want to learn more, this is my little 5-second blurb. Here's my book, Darkness Disguised as Light, The Hidden Truth About Psychic Protection and the Illusion Matrix. And you can get it on Amazon. And that's that. Enough of that. Okay, so now we're going to get into today's lesson. As I mentioned, I was a school teacher a long time ago, so I love having people take notes, and I love homework. So grab a pen and paper and a cup of water as well, because you'll want to keep the energy flowing by staying hydrated. Tina says, good evening, everyone. I'm joining from Bates City, Missouri. And Maylene says, me. I wonder if that was because you were wanting the free gift. Awesome. So hi, everybody. Okay, why are we here? All right, so let's start with our lesson. I was just seeing where we're at. Okay, so today our focus is on the first chakra in our 7 chakra system. You actually have infinite chakras. These are vortices of energy. You have infinite chakras, but there are 7 primary ones that are connected with your physical body. So those are the ones that we're going to be looking at and focusing on. Each of these energy centers has certain qualities and aspects that are related to it. So we're going to be connecting with those in each of our 7 classes. We're not going to be looking as much at like physical symptoms, physical issues like with the throat. We're not going to be tuning into the thyroid, but you can connect physically to each part of the body if you want to as we go. We're going to be looking more at emotional qualities and aspects of your life relating to that chakra. Okay, so today is all about the root chakra. Also, just a heads up, we're going to be doing some color healing, some vibrational healing with color, and I think like five of the days, the color that we're using for vibrational healing actually completely matches the actual color of that chakra. But there's a couple of days where we're going to divert from that and use a different color. And today is one of those days, and I'll get into that in just a little bit. And Maylene wants the reading, not the free gift. So you don't want the aura, you do want the aura reading or the message from your angels. Okay, well, you're here in the right place. So you'll hopefully you'll win something. Cool. Okay, so with your pen and paper, we're going to just do a really quick evaluation. I encourage you to not overthink this. Don't go too deep into your mental rabbit hole, just what comes to you right away. So I'm going to look at my notes here. Your root chakra, that's the one that we're focusing on today. So we're not looking at every single block in your life or any area that's out of balance, just in this particular area. And we're actually going through these like micro areas so that it's not so overwhelming. So where do you feel blocked? Excuse me, blocked? Where is my T? It's all the way over there. Where do you feel blocked or out of balance in these areas? These are areas specific to your root chakra. Your money. So if your finances are blocked or out of balance, basic needs like paying your bills, having a roof over your head, making sure that you have food, having all your basic needs cared for, feeling safe in the world, feeling safe in your relationships, feeling safe at your job, just feeling safe in your neighborhood. Do you have a support system? Do you feel blocked there? Also connected with this chakra, the root chakra, is health. So especially if you have chronic health issues, pain, chronic pain or fatigue, that's usually an imbalance in the root chakra. Now remember, we're just taking note. We don't have to judge anything. We don't have to say, oh my God, I've written down everything that she said, I'm just a mess. No, you're not a mess. You're just normal. You're just human. And that's why you're here, is to work through some of this stuff. A few other areas where you might feel blocked or out of balance. Feeling a lack of direction in your life. Like you feel like you're floating untethered. What about your tribe or your family? Your root chakra is all about all the primal stuff. Survival, your tribe, your family, your support system. Also, do you have issues with not really wanting to be in your body? Maybe feeling like you don't really want to be on the planet? For those who are really spiritually oriented, do you feel like you kind of go into meditation a lot and you're like your spirit is outside of your body because it feels uncomfortable, really embodying your physical humanness? So that would definitely be an imbalance. There are a lot of spiritual seekers who tend to do that. So just go ahead and share if you can relate to any of those. And while I'm waiting for you to share, let's see. You know what? My water's too far away. I'm going to get a little mint. I've got an allergy thing going on or something. So just think about that. And again, every day we're going to have a different focus depending on which chakra we're working on. So today is all about the root chakra. And you're going to practice not judging those things, but just taking note. Just saying, okay, I notice this or that needs some attention. Like, for example, some of you know that I have dealt for many years with chronic illness. And some of it is genetically related. And so I don't beat myself up over it and say, my root chakra must be messed up. I'm just messed up. No, that's not helpful, right? When you hear me say it that way, it's not helpful. Well, don't do that either, please. Don't do that to yourself. So just work with where you're at. There's always more work to do, by the way. So you say, okay, I noticed this and that seem to be out of balance. Let's take a look at that. Okay. Now, you may have several things on your list, or you may have just one. I'm guessing that everybody has at least one thing, because it's your root chakra. We all, like, living on the planet can be kind of harsh. If you don't have any issues there, that is awesome. You can still just stay on this Facebook Live. I don't think there's anybody who's going to have no things on their list. But if that's true for anybody, then you can still receive some balancing. So stay put, okay? Now, next, I want you to think of one tangible action that you can do today to help. It might not completely solve everything, but one little step, one little thing you can do today to help support more balance coming into one of those areas. Like, for example, My little tiny thing that I'm going to do is after this Facebook Live, I'm going to make myself a cup of tea, of herbal tea, and the herbal tea that I'll choose is for physical healing. It'll be some kind of healing tea. So see how it doesn't have to be like I'm going to make some humongous action that's going to totally fix me. Like, right, well, that's not realistic, right? But I'm going to do one little act of self-love, and that is going to support one of those areas that's out of balance, that's needing some support. So go ahead and share with us right now, what is one action that you are going to take today? Okay. If you know that you can't take it today, maybe you're watching the replay and it's like midnight and you're just getting ready to go to sleep. Maybe you still could do some small thing before you go to sleep. If not, then what's something that you're going to do tomorrow? Like, it's really important to take immediate action. Okay. So let me read some comments here. Heidi says, just finished having cataract surgeries and all the stress of going blind. Thankfully, now I get to heal. Oh, wow. Heidi, I did not know that about you. I'm glad that you're on the healing process now. Nick says, I'm late. That's okay. Hey, you guys, you can join late anytime. It's better to be here than not at all. Diane says, several, feeling safe in employment, financially safe, no tribe. I isolate myself. That's a beginning. LOL. Yep. Tina says, sea salt bath. Okay, so that's your thing that you're going to do today. That's awesome. So do you have in mind, Tina, which thing that feels like it's out of balance is the sea salt bath going to be helping? So I want everybody to be really clear, not just doing any old self-care. You already know what the answer is, but I don't know. So go ahead and share that with all of us. Diane says, eat chocolate. Does that count? You know what? If that helps resolve the issue, then go for it. Now, if it is numbing the issue or avoiding working on resolving the issue, then that would not be recommended. So only you know the answer to that, Diane. I don't know exactly where you're coming from on that. I do think that treating ourselves can be a wonderful act of self-care. I'm all into that. So mull that over, see if that helps at all. Stephanie says, eat food. Yeah, maybe you're super hungry and you feel like you haven't been nourished enough, then for sure. Exactly. Jeannie says, sit out back and listen to the night sounds when the sun goes down. That sounds wonderful. Jeannie and I are neighbors. We live, not next door neighbors, but we live like in the next town over, out in the country. So I'll wave at you when I go outside. I'll be like, hey. Diane says, sit in my wild garden and feel the earth and plants, hug my dogs. Oh yeah, a lot of people don't realize connecting with animals is very grounding. That's great. Heidi says, I am starting a 30-day, 30 minutes a day, love myself. That's awesome. Very awesome. Maylene says, to do hip yoga stretching to open my hip. Wonderful. And not only is that helping with that chakra, but it's just going to help you feel better. It's going to help your whole foundation feel better overall. Tina says, root chakra for healing. Yes, very good. Thanks, everybody. Okay, so now we're going to go through a particular process for energy clearing. I'm going to take you through some energy clearing right now, real time. And so if you are listening to this while you're driving or, operating some heavy equipment or something like that, you'll want to go ahead and listen to this later. Otherwise, let's settle in for a guided meditation. Each of the guided meditations that we go through in each of these 7 days is going to have a similar pattern, but it's going to be different based on which chakra we are working with. So, first thing that I'd like for you to do is take 3 slow, deep breaths You're going to inhale through your nose and then exhale out your mouth. And continue breathing. 3 or more slow, deep breaths. These are actually going to be real quickie guided meditations rather than the hour-long guided meditations that I do in my paid program. But even really quick guided journeys can be super powerful. And the breath is what we're going to use to help us go deep much more quickly. So notice how you are sitting. If you're sitting in a chair, I want you to uncross your legs and place your feet flat on the floor and straighten up your spine. If you're sitting on your bed or your sofa, it's okay to be cross-legged. Just straighten up your spine a little bit more. And however you're sitting, just get yourself comfortable and stretch anything that feels like it needs to be moved. And now we're going to focus on our breath once more, taking a deep inhale and exhaling. And now continuing to breathe slowly and deeply. If you feel comfortable closing your eyes, I encourage you to now allow your eyes to gently close. As you focus on your breath, you find that you become quieter. Your mind becomes quieter. Your body becomes quieter and more still. Your mind becomes clear. As you breathe, use your intention to call your spirit back into your body. It's so common with spiritual seekers for their spirit to be partially or all the way outside of their body. So through your intention, bring your energy back in through your crown chakra, just pulling yourself down, like anchoring, tug yourself down into your body, just knowing that it's safe for you to be here in your body. This is what your spirit came here to do. If your spirit had wanted to remain spirit and to exist in the etheric realm, you would have stayed in spirit. But instead, your spirit chose to have a physical incarnation. So align with that and allow your spirit to gently embody your physical human body. Yes, you are spirit, but you are also of this earth. Your body is part of you, and it's sacred, and it's a gift. As you acknowledge that your spirit is now fully inside your human form, Take a deep breath into your root chakra, that energy vortex at the base of your spine. And with your intention, with your imagination, I want you to see, feel, know that you're sending either a beam of light or plant roots down from your root chakra down into the earth, like little tendrils going down, down, down into the soil, connecting deeper and deeper into the earth. And now you are connected with earth energy. And just like a plant, you are receiving nourishment from the earth, support, guidance, healing, strength. Let's take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Continuing to stay in this peaceful meditation. We're going to do some clearing now. And this clearing is happening in two ways. First, as the facilitator, I am helping to activate this clearing, long distance energy healing for everyone who participates in this video. But also, you are powerful and you are able to activate your own energy balancing as well. So through your visualizing and intent, you will be able to clear these things and balance these things as well. So continuing to focus on your breath, focusing on your breath. We now set the clear intent that we are clearing, balancing, clearing any blocks, opening the way, balancing any excessive energies as well, relating to money, finances, paying your bills, having your needs met. We clear out any obstacles, clear out any blocks. We clear out any blocks relating to feeling safe in your physical body, feeling safe on the planet. We clear out any negative beliefs, false limiting beliefs, thought forms, negative interferences. We balance the energies and increase the flow of our support system, whether that's people, loved ones, friends, resources, and so on. Increasing that flow so you have all the support that you need. We call in balancing and healing energy to support your health and your well-being, releasing and draining any pain in your body, deactivating any fatigue and calling vitality into your body now. We call in a sense of direction and purpose, no longer needing to float in that lack of direction. You're now anchored, fully connected and clear about your actions and your purpose. We call in peace and harmony and healing for all aspects of your tribe and your family and your family web of connection. We heal any aspects within your body, mind, and spirit that may have in the past not fully wanted to be here on the planet or within your body. We heal those aspects. We send loving compassion. And we reaffirm that yes, your soul's wisdom wants to be here on the planet, to be having this wonderful, interesting life, so that you are fully embodied. Fully grounded. Truly here in a sacred way. And now I'd like for you to repeat these affirmations out loud if possible. And if not, if it's not possible, then repeat them in your mind as you continue to breathe with your eyes closed, staying in this peaceful meditation. Repeat after me. I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. I am supported. I am supported. I am supported. All of my needs are met. Now say it with conviction. All of my needs are met. All of my needs are met. My body, mind, and spirit are peaceful and feeling good. My body, mind, and spirit are peaceful and feeling good. My body, mind, and spirit are peaceful and feeling good. And if any other affirmation comes to you, you can state it now. And now continuing to focus on your breathing. We're going to do a bit of color vibrational healing. And color itself, each color has a particular vibration and supports you in different ways. We're going to be using the color green. That's not actually the root chakra color, but it is very much an earth-based color. And it's a color of healing. Definitely can help heal your physical body and your mind and your spirit. So with every inhale, as you breathe nice and slow and deep, I want you to visualize from that root chakra connection that you're drawing green light into your body. Green light. Drawing green light with every inhale. And as you exhale, that green light remains. And then you pull in more of this emerald green light with each inhale. This is a beautiful, clear green, vibrant color. And do it one more time. Very good. And now, I want you to take 3 slow, deep breaths to bring your awareness back into the here and now. And as you take these slow, deep breaths, you can gently move your body if you wish. You can gently open your eyes when you're ready. And while you're coming out of that, we're going to go into our free gifts. So let me see who we've got here. I'm going to do my drawing. This is going to take me just a minute. Oh, we've got a lot of people. Okay. I am entering all of you. Okay. This is taking a little longer, but that's okay. We have a really nice big group of people. I want to make sure you all get in the drawing. Okay. Who else? Anybody else that I haven't gotten? Oh. Okay. And if anyone came in and then left and I call you for this one, you lose your gift. You lose it. Because this first one is only for people who are here live. So, did I get everybody? We had some people join here in the midway through. We have a lot of people on. This is really great. Thank you, everybody. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so before we do the free gifts, because I've got all of you written down who are here live, I'm just going to go over a little bit of quick information, and then we will do our drawing for our free our drawing gifts, our free gifts. So, I'm going to add you, Marietta. I didn't have you on there. You didn't show up. But here you are now. Cool. Yeah, so we might have, when I wrote down everybody who's here, but some people might not be here anymore. Looks like there's only 8 live still, so we'll see. Okay, we'll see how this works. So a little blurb really quick before we do our free gifts. So those of you who've been working with me for a while, you already know about this, so hang in there. And I'm just reading Heidi's message. Okay, yeah, so if anything ever freezes up for you, then just come back or restart your computer and come on back. Awesome, glad you made it back. So for those of you who are new to working with me, I just want to let you know that if you'd like to go deeper and have way more of this that we're doing here, like this 7-day journey is just like a little bite-sized cookie. If you want a whole bunch more of this, then I would encourage you to check out my paid program. It's a 12-month Spiritual Empowerment Academy. And so you can find that on my website by going to psychicprotectionsanctuary.com. And in the menu bar at the top under events and classes, the first option in the drop-down menu is Spiritual Empowerment Academy. So click on that, check it out, and if you're interested, then go ahead and fill out the application. And and if you fill out the application, that doesn't mean that you're necessarily joining. It means that it resonated with you and you wanted to take it the next step. And then if you, once you submit your application, then we'll set up a little video interview like this where we can talk face to face, answer any questions that you may have, and see if you're a good fit for the program. It's always my hope that anyone who joins the program, that is going to be really beneficial for you and vice versa. So to me, it's about quality rather than quantity. I'm never intending on bringing like a bajillion people into the program. I only want people who it's really going to benefit. So that's the purpose of the little video conference, where we're just making sure that it's really going to be good for you and vice versa. So basically, you've probably had the experience before where you're checking something out, whether it's something online or you're in a store trying to decide on something, and you just feel it. You're like, yes, this is definitely it. Or, nah, it's not really for me, or you feel kind of ambivalent. That means it's not really for you. So listen to your gut. That's what I want for you, is to listen to your gut. Tina says, I love working with you. I love working with you too, Tina. It's been a while. I haven't seen you in a while. So let's do our free gifts. Okay, so let's see here. Okay. Oh, she's going to be happy. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Let me see. All right. So we have our 3 winners, and these are the winners for the aura reading. Okay, so we're actually going to do that right now, just so everybody can have fun listening to this. I want to make sure that Maylene, Jeannie, and Tina, that all 3 of you are still live with me. Give me a yes, or I'm here, or something. Okay. And by the way, if you didn't win, if you weren't one of those 3 that won the free aura reading, go ahead and participate in today's homework post. And I'm doing 2 messages from your angels on there. Those will be done not on video, but on I'll be posting your messages on the group page. So make sure you participate in your homework, those of you who are disappointed that you didn't win. And also, there's going to be a variety of gifts every day. Okay, so Jeannie is still here. Tina is still here. Maylene, are you still here? Because if you're not, I made sure I also picked a backup person. So if you don't say yes right away, someone else is getting it. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now, I think this is just going to be interesting for everybody. So I'm going to do it right here in the video. With my clairvoyant vision, I'm going to tune into Jeannie first. Jeannie, you know what? I want to just ask for consent for Jeannie and Tina, both of you. Is it okay if I tune into your energy right now to see what color your energy is looking like right now? Not to look for anything else, but just for your aura colors. Is that okay? And is it okay if I share right now what I see? Again, I'm not going to be looking for any personal details, just the color. The color is always really fun. Now, Jeannie says, go for it. Okay, well, I was already seeing your color, Jeannie, but let me just see if there's anything else. Okay, so I'll be telling each of you what your color is and what it means. So, Maylene, I haven't heard from you. I think you might have taken off. Oh, you got to say something if you're still here. I'll wait just a minute, and if she doesn't, I'm going to call on our backup person. So everybody perk up, because there's an alternate winner. Okay, so Jeannie, your aura color, it's a combination of deep blue. You have lots of deep blue, and there's green mixed in there, closer to your physical body. In fact, let's see here. Okay, so really interesting. So you've got blue out here, out in your aura. It's a deep blue, not a light blue. And then you've got like some blobs of green mixed in closer to your body. And then inside your body, it's like more greenish than bluish. It's blue-green, but it's more like green-blue, a little more green than blue. Now those colors, so you've got the deep blue. The deep blue, that's about learning to speak your truth. That's really showing up for you. And I'm just laughing. Okay. Marietta, did I call your name? That's so funny because you're actually our alternate person. I don't think that I called your name, but maybe I did and I just didn't realize it, or I was psychically thinking it really loud. But Marietta is actually our backup person. So Marietta, you, since Maylene hasn't responded, you'll go ahead and get the aura reading as well. Awesome. Maybe I did say your name because I was looking at my paper. So I don't know. Maybe I said it and didn't realize it. So awesome. Very good to hear that you're here because you are the alternate winner. So Jeannie, we've got all these blues and greens. So blue, this deep blue is all about learning to speak your truth, and green is healing. Like that's the healing vibration. So if it were a soft blue, like a baby blue, that's more about peace. Not saying that you don't have peace, but this is more about the powerful aspects of blue, like communication, speaking your truth, living your truth, standing in your truth. And then you have all this physical healing, this green healing energy. Marietta says no. Well, you must have read my mind or something, though. That's so, because I was next going to have to ask if you were here to make sure. So Marietta, do I have your consent to simply read the colors of your aura and share what those mean without giving any other personal details or anything like that? So let me know if I have your consent. Yeah, so green energy, Jeannie, it's a deep green. And then in your body, it's like a combination of both. You've got that learning to live your truth, speak your truth, stand in your truth, and you've got all this physical healing supporting as well. So that's what I see in your energy field. Awesome. So Tina, okay, so what? Your energy looks very different than Jeannie's. So let me take a look here. Okay, so I'm definitely seeing these particular colors. And now I want to just explain something about colors though. So we just did a guided meditation, which, just so you know, your aura is always changing colors. So as you go through life, as you go through different experiences, if you go outside, your aura might shift. If you do a guided meditation, it might shift. So with these colors that I'm reading, this is post-guided meditation. So this is what's coming in to support you right now. Okay. So for Tina, what I'm seeing in your energy field is you've got yellow and orange. So imagine this. Everybody, you've got your energy field that goes beyond your physical skin, and it goes about arm's width around you. That's your auric field. It extends above your head and below your feet. And so, Tina, the outer part of your auric field is a very light pale yellow. And then as you come in closer to your body, it's a darker yellow and it's opaque. So it's not a clear yellow. It's like a solid yellow. And then in your body, it's all very, very orange. So there's some pros. So there's a variety of things going on. So first of all, it's interesting because with this yellow, some of the yellow that I'm seeing is, it's two things. It's about you being in your power or not. And it's also mental energy. And orange is creative energy. Okay. Now, more specifically, what I'm getting is that on the outer parts of your energy field, it looks too pale. I would like to see you, I know you're already doing some psychic protection things, or you have been in the past. I'd like to see, it's like all of your protection is here close to you, close to your body, and it's not as much out in your outer energy field. And all of that needs to be protected more strongly. So it's looking a little, I can't think of the word, but it's just not vital enough out there in your outer field. So I'd like for you to work on strengthening your entire auric field. It almost looks like the color just kind of fades away. So it's almost not even existent out there in the outer fields. So work on strengthening your entire auric egg, whatever you want to call it. Okay. And then as you get closer to your body, yellow can be a good color, but there's also some overthinking that's been happening. And then there's also in your body all this orange. I don't normally see all that orange. It's this combination of like really great creative energy, but it's a little out of balance to where you might be feeling some anxiety. So I would, if I, excuse me, if I were you, I would work on like grounding and breathing, and some of that energy. So there's two things. You need to discharge some of that excess energy that's in your body. Go outside on your land and just just discharge. You just put your feet on the ground and just be like, I'm just letting everything, all that excess energy just melt down into the ground. And then at the same time, just visualizing brightening up your whole field, a beautiful bright yellow. Because yellow is a good color for you, but we want it to be a bright, clear yellow. So a nice, clear, sparkling yellow is what we want. So you could do a visualization with that, where there's all this strong, bright, powerful yellow filling up your entire auric field. So that could be a little quick meditation you could do after this is over. You could go outside and do that. Okay? Oh, Maylene is back. I'm going to just be really nice, and I'm going to do, Maylene, you actually won. You were the third person to win the aura reading. So, but you left for a while. Are you still here? If you are still here, will you give me consent to, please acknowledge and give your consent that I'm allowed to read your aura colors and share about them here on this video. So I will need to hear from you. If I don't, I won't do it. Okay. So also, I'm going to do Marietta, because we already promised Marietta. She's probably like, oh no, I'm not going to get my reading. Well, I was already picking up on your colors, Marietta. So let's jump right in and do that. I need another mint. And let me get some more details on what we're getting. Okay. So where is that? So I'm tuning into Marietta right now. Maylene, are you able to listen? Did you hear that you are the winner? Hi, Isabella. So right now I'm tuning into Marietta's colors. I'm just seeing where everything is. Okay, so Marietta, your energy is also looking really interesting. So I'm seeing white and violet around your energy field. So both of those colors can indicate spiritual pursuits, psychic abilities, connections with spirit, and so on. And this is how the colors are looking. So if you imagine the outer area of your auric field, that big egg shape that's around your physical body, the outer part is white light. And then the middle part of your aura, it's like this strip, it's like this area of, that's okay, Isabella. It's this area of purple. It's like, it's different shades. It's everywhere between like a medium purple to like a lavender. And and even to a little bit of violet mixed in with there. So that's this like middle layer, and then closer to your body again, it's white, and then inside is white. So let me see here. Part of what the white energy is new things coming into your life, new energies coming into your life. So there's definitely an energy of new beginnings, new things unfolding, not just in spiritual pursuits, but in a lot of different areas. Also purity, spiritual purity, wisdom, grace. I was curious if all that white energy in your body was okay, because I would normally like to see a little more groundedness. But your guides and angels are telling me that your system is okay with that, that works for you. I would want you to make sure you're spending some time on the earth and really grounding your feet, making sure that you're balancing. I think you might have, with all these colors, you might have a tendency to kind of get a little bit spacey, or to feel some brain fog, or get a little unfocused. And if that is the case, then you'll want to drink some water and do some grounding exercises, because that's a lot more white and purple than what I usually see with people. So yeah, let me see if there's anything else. You have a bit of mystical energy too. There's like it looks sparkly up here. So that's really cool. Like, and some like magical energy. Actually so much so that I'm starting to pick up on some of your guides and angels, which we'll do a guides and angels drawing for one of the other Facebook lives. That'll be another free gift. I won't go there, but you're so connected like there's so much spiritual energy around you that like they are really tuned in. Your guides and angels are really connected with you big time. So yeah, and your life purpose. I don't know if you're feeling connected with your life purpose, but your energy is really aligned with your life purpose. And that means you might be the type of person that if you're living a life where you're not really connected, like where you're not really living your life purpose, it can really make you feel awful, because your energy is like so life purpose. Like that's what it is. And very spiritually oriented. So I hope that's interesting to you, Marietta. All right. So we didn't hear back from Maylene, and it could be that sometimes people end up popping on and off because they're having technical difficulties or they're having to restart. That's okay. I do hope that she wins on another day. Since I didn't hear back from her, I'm not going to do a reading. So that just goes to show everybody stay all the way till the very end. And if possible, to stay live. That way you'll get the free gifts that are for the live watching people. There are two free gifts for people who answer the homework today. So go to the Facebook group, and there's something that says, welcome to day 1 of the 7-day energy tune-up, blah, 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 blah. Go ahead and respond to the homework on there. And on that thread, I will answer who the winners are. I will probably wait till tomorrow. I'm going to wait till tomorrow to pick the winners for that, because that way more people will have a chance to pop on there and respond. And every day the free gifts are going to be a little bit different. So if what we did today maybe resonated or didn't resonate, it's going to be different every day. And I haven't even decided on what we're doing every day. It's just like whatever comes to me. And so I hope this was all very interesting. You're welcome, Tina. And Jeannie says, also interesting. And Marietta says, I love it. That's so great. Thank you, everybody, for joining. We went over an hour for this one. That's okay. Like I said, with the Facebook Lives, I really can never gauge. And that's not true with my classes. I usually know exactly how long it's going to take us. But today we actually really went over 2 class worths of material. So tomorrow we're going to be jumping into the sacral chakra and going into some of those aspects of your life. And we're also going to be doing another energy clearing, just like we did today. So we're going to have a similar format every day where we do some talking, we do an energy clearing, and then we have some free gifts at the end. So be sure to join us every day. And remember, even if you can't join live, there are certain days, and I'm not going to announce it ahead of time, but certain days that even people watching the replay are going to be added to a drawing. So don't be discouraged if you can't join live. I want to include everybody. So thank you, everybody. And if you have any questions, then definitely feel free to ask. And if you want to know more about what I do and how I can support you more, go to my website, psychicprotectionsanctuary.com. All right. Thanks, everybody. See you tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. Central. Sending you all my love. Bye. Good night.